The rural renewable energy that is expected to provide up to 50 solar solutions that will be expanded into mini-grid for houses and rural inhabitants is also expected to provide a platform for economical activities and a platform for private sector inclusion for a model of sustainable solution for rural diversification has officially been launched and is going to be implemented by DFID. The Minister of Energy, Henry Macaulay, said electricity has been one of the major concerns for the people of Sierra Leone, as power energy can stem economic growth, economical activities that could stimulate jobs for the country and thus improve the outlook of the country and the communities. And then said electricity is quite expensive, but nature has provided us with sunlight with which we must use.
There can be no economic growth, there can be no economic activity that will stimulate jobs, there can be no sustainable economic outlook for a nation, for a country, even for a community. Your Excellency, since you took office here, I'm sure you've been witness to the scene of circumstances under which we provide electricity. And I'm sure you've also been witness to the yearnings of the people of Sierra Leone for electricity and the excitement with which they now embrace electricity and the impatience also with which they now approach absence of electricity or lack of it. You know very well, electricity is very expensive to provide for, but we're coming out with creative ideas and innovative solutions. But thankfully, Your Excellency, nature provides us with sufficient sunlight, sunshine, and this is one of the natural resources that we have that we must use because today technology has made it possible to use the sun to provide electricity for our people. Your Excellency, as we develop the grid, which we must, because we must provide electricity that's grid connected for the growth of industry and manufacturing. But for some of our smaller customers who actually just want lighting for their homes, and maybe for small businesses, I think the off-grid solution is a very appetizing prospect.
Whilst giving a technical overview of the project, Nick Gardner, the project manager of UNOPS, highlighted the importance of the steering committee and then said the steering committee meets on a monthly basis and thus stated the terms of the project, which is geared towards improving energy access to the private sector development.
Talking about mini-grids with a central power station and a distribution infrastructure covering the entire community where everybody, all households, all public infrastructures, all commercial customers are connected to the grid and have access to 24/7 reliable and uninterrupted power supply. Maybe just very briefly, in addition to what Nick just explained, why we are designing the project in the form of work package 1, first of all, 50 standalone solar power supply systems for the CHCs, for the communal health centers. As Nick said, it is our commitment to provide a quick solution for 50 CHCs by June next year. At the same time, our commitment is also to provide a sustainable solution. So we thought about what can be done, what needs to be done. I mean, an operator is needed for these systems, which is usually not happening if it's only power supply for a CHC, because there's no money to be collected. CHCs usually don't have the budget, and it's a small system anyway. So we decided that we have to extend this small solution into a larger mini-grid, covering then the community where the CHC is located.
The significant benefit that the project will develop was then stated, with 750,000 beneficiaries to be targeted.
With this improved energy access through private sector involvement, we expect to target at least 750,000 beneficiaries, direct and indirect, in the rural communities, adding up to 5 megawatts of power to the country's power generation capacity. The intention is to have a lot of private sector-led involvement in the electrification market under 3 work packages. So starting with what we're calling Work Package 1 and 1 Plus. So the Work Package 1 will be to install 6 kilowatt power systems in 50 community health centres in rural areas by July of next year. That is in order to meet the targets that we've been set under the Presidential Recovery Priorities, to have 50 health centres fully electrified by July, and then we will build around those. They will become the power station for a mini grid that will serve the whole village community, both individual households, but more importantly other institutions, schools, the district office, the chiefdom administration, all of the institutions that will be in those villages will be covered from the same power station. And that will be completed by the end of next year. So by end of 2017, we will have 50 mini grids up and running, serving at least 5,000 households, and by implication then up to 30,000 individuals will be directly benefiting.
It was, however, reiterated that the role renewable energy will serve as a life-changing opportunity for the ordinary citizen and world diversification, and a landmark opportunity for the country. For Star News in Freetown, Adamasila reporting.